Okay, welcome to the deep dive. We've got quite a stack of sources here. Looking at some really interesting history.
Yeah, lots to cover.
But today, we're zeroing in. We're plunging right into the incredible story of ancient Baghdad.
That's right. And you really have to picture this. A city built, with incredible intention, designed as a perfect circle, meant to be the absolute center of, everything, learning, power for centuries. That's the round city we're digging into from these sources.
Let's kick things off right at the start then. Looking through this material, it's clear this wasn't some accidental settlement.
Not at all.
It was Caliph al-Mansur's big idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Second, a Abbasid ruler needed a new capital, somewhere away from the old Umayyad influence.
Exactly. And the sources, they really emphasize his strategic thinking. He picked this spot just perfectly nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates.
Right? Why there?
Well, access, trade routes, water, plus it was defensible. He apparently said, this is the place.
And the design itself. Wow. That unique round city layout. It was such a statement.
Definitely.
I saw one account mention they actually drew the plan out with ashes on the ground so the caliph could see it first.
Yeah, get this visual. A real masterpiece of planning, but also symbolism. Our sources talk about 3 concentric walls, this protective moat, and 4 huge gates. And each gate, named for where it pointed, Kufa, Basra, Sham, Khorasan. It's like broadcasting its importance to the world.
Its official name, though, was Madinat al-Salam, City of Peace, which, along with moving east and that Persian influence on design, it really signaled a whole new direction for the empire.
And, right from the very start, the sources point out this fascinating detail. It was multi-faith.
How so?
Al-Mansur apparently brought in a Zoroastrian and a Jewish astrologer alongside Muslim scholars to pick the perfect founding date, July 30th, 762 CE. It kind of hints at this complex, maybe cosmopolitan foundation right from day one.
Okay, so this leads into what everyone calls the Golden Age, right?
Yeah.
Roughly, late 8th to mid-13th century?
That's the one. Right.
Baghdad wasn't just a capital then. Multiple sources paint this picture of it being like the intellectual hub of the world.
Absolutely. And the heart of it all was the House of Wisdom, the Beit al-Hikmah.
Right.
But don't just think library.
No.
It was much more dynamic. A research center, translation hub, basically an idea factory, started by Harun al-Rashid, really expanded under Caliph al-Mamun.
So that's where the translation movement fits in.
Exactly. It was this massive undertaking, scholars actively hunting down ancient texts, Greek, Persian, Indian philosophy, science, medicine, math.
Wow.
And translating them into Arabic. And look, this wasn't just for, intellectual curiosity.
Right.
The empire needed this knowledge for practical things, administration, engineering, medicine.
Okay, that makes sense.
And what's really striking across the sources is who was doing the work. It wasn't just one group. You had scholars from different faiths, Muslims, Christians, Jews working together, collaborating in the House of Wisdom. Christian scholars, especially, were key for translating Greek philosophy and science.
So how did they manage to actually produce all these translations? Books weren't easy back then.
Well, that's where technology comes in. Paper.
Running from China.
Exactly.
Wow.
Game changer. Suddenly, books were way cheaper and easier to produce than, requirement. And it let knowledge just explode and spread.
Which brings us to maybe the key aha moment from this time.
Yeah.
Al-Khwarizmi, the Persian scholar.
Yes. Now, important point here from the NASA sources. He didn't invent zero. That concept came from India.
Okay.
But he was absolutely instrumental in popularizing and spreading the Hindu-Arabic numerals, the system we all use across the Islamic world, and eventually into Europe.
And zero itself, it's easy to overlook how important that symbol is.
Totally. It's not just nothing. It's that crucial placeholder, right? Think about 503. Without a symbol for that empty tens column, how do you tell it apart from 53? Or from 530? You can't. Zero underpins so much math and ultimately modern computing.
Amazing. And beyond the scholarly stuff, the sources also give glimpses of just vibrant daily life, don't they?
Oh, definitely. It's no surprise so many Arabian Nights tales are set there. They capture that buzz, that cosmopolitan feel. Even Harun al-Rashid pops up as a character.
And the multi-faith aspect wasn't just in the House of Wisdom.
Right. I mean, there were official rules for non-Muslims, the dhimmi status, the jizya tax. That's clear in the sources.
Right.
But other accounts, they suggest moments of mingling, like people from different faiths sometimes joining in each other's festivals, Muslims at Christian events like Palm Sunday, for example. It shows daily life could be maybe a bit more fluid than just the official rules.
Like this incredible period, it didn't last forever.
No. It faced a truly devastating end. 1258 CE, the Mongols arrive, led by Hulagu Khan.
The siege, the fall, sounds like it was brutal.
Immense destruction, palaces, mosques, and critically the libraries, the House of Wisdom, just gone.
And there's that story.
Yeah, it's powerful. And it appears in various accounts. So many books, manuscripts thrown into the Tigris River that the water supposedly turned black with ink.
Just imagine that. That image. It's become this stark symbol, hasn't it? This Mongol siege is pretty much seen as the end of that Islamic Golden Age.
Yeah. So wrapping this up, what does this deep dive into Baghdad tell you? It really stands out as this unique city, a global hub for centuries. Knowledge, diversity, innovation.
Its rise really shows the power of, well, having a vision, picking the right spot, and crucially bringing different people and ideas together.
But its fall, it's also a really sobering reminder, isn't it, how quickly all that accumulated knowledge, that culture, can be lost, utterly destroyed.
And we only know these stories because historians piece together these clues, like detectives looking back through time using these sources.
So maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. Thinking about that river running black with ink, what does that potent symbol of lost knowledge make you think about how we value and protect information, and maybe the importance of diverse perspectives in our own world today?